the shot clock buzzer. Garnett comes up with it. Here comes Paul Pierce. Fast break points have been key. As James knocks it down, have been key for Boston in this series and leading in that category tonight again, 5-0.
Not quite sure Paul Pierce wasn't tripped. As soon as he beat LeBron James here, you see the swipe there by LeBron. Kind of got tangled up down low. The ball still remains for the Celtics.
7-0 run right now for Boston. Delonte West has checked in for the Celtics.
These last two ball games, Doc Rivers couldn't have wrote a better script here in this first period.
It's a three-point. James defending. O'Neal trying to get it. Stepped out of bounds. So it is
his best game, according to Doc Rivers, since the trade of Kendrick Perkins.
Pierce aggressively inside. Down the boulevard, right at LeBron. 2:07 to play in the first. Foul goes on the defense of Ilgauskas, number 1.
Well, it's interesting listening to Paul Pierce when he has to guard and be guarded by LeBron James. He says, look, there's a lot of guys, but if he gets off to a good start, you know he's going to be there at the end.
Here's House. That's over Rondo. The rebound by Paul Pierce. Celtics have not trailed. Their biggest lead has been 8. And Pierce with 10. 3 of 3 from the line. Rondo with the screen. The switch, and House is now on Pierce. Rebound LeBron, number 2. Don't worry about his offense, they have told him. Here is Pierce. A screen by West, trailed by James into the rack. Paul Pierce, so aggressive with his offense. 14 points to lead all scores in the first quarter for Miami. About 5.5 to play in the half. Pierce getting tangled up. James and him playing a little twister. That is a 20-second timeout taken by Boston. Paul Pierce has 15 points for the Boston Celtics. Both teams shooting well over 50% in this first half in Game 4.
Shoulders on LeBron James alone. My goodness, there's some NFL teams right now that would be salivating to have him.
Boston has not hit a field goal from the field. Rondo. Boston has missed 6 consecutive shots. Quick show there by Anthony. In fact, he's going to stick on Paul Pierce. Rondo scooping it up, and that is an offensive foul.
On Glenn Davis. He was holding Mike Bibby down low so he couldn't get out to Rondo. And here's that small lineup that Eric Spoelstra likes to go to with LeBron James at the power forward position. Look at the skip pass here by Garnett and just a little bit of a brush screen.
Glenn Davis just picked up his 2nd personal foul. That's the Celtics' first turnover in the last 12 minutes. There's been a theme for them as well. Don't turn it over, because Miami always cashes in. Here's Wade, banging off bodies and goes hard. Nice play by Dwayne Wade. 3 of 3, 10 points in 16 minutes. Allen the other way. James with the steal and buckle up for LeBron. Oh! LeBron James has just given the Miami Heat their first lead tonight.
You talk about silencing a crowd. LeBron James by himself in this first half, carrying the Heat, 20 points.
The weaving Pierce. Rondo screened by Garnett, room for Paul to fire. James went down hard. He is slow to get up, and Boston breaks a field goal drive of about 6 minutes.
Doc Rivers said it's going to be much more difficult for him in the second half. Miami's doing a good job of learning how to play off of him. Rondo's going to have to be even more aggressive here in this half than he was in the first. Kevin?
Here's Pierce with a 3. Rebound by Bosch. Quickly, Craig Sager. Are they treating him with heat? Out of that timeout, no changes for either team. Here is Pierce with James defending. Rebound by Chris Bosch. Miami is on a 10-2 run. Bosch claims his 9th rebound.
Garnett going the length of the court, diving on the floor.
Here's Pierce inside. And Davis is checked in for Jermaine O'Neal. That's a foul on James. The twirling Rondo. That's the first offensive rebound for Boston and the 3rd foul called on LeBron.
It's all about the hustle plays. I mean, again, this is another 50-50 ball that the Celtics are finding a way to get their hands on. Look at the contact here. And a little bit on that left elbow as well. And see how he shields that when he's going down? See how he turned his back right into the chest of Jermaine O'Neal.
Delonte West, Paul Pierce, James on him. Paul, good if it goes. And the third quarter has come to a close at halftime.
Of getting all hand on the ball right there, and he just kicked it out of bounds.
Blocked by Paul Pierce. West out there with Pierce. Jeff Green on the floor with Jermaine O'Neal and Glenn Davis. Knocked away. Shot clock at 7. The double team, Pierce. Davis into Jones. Picked up by Chalmers. Transition right now for Miami. Austin back again.
Their transition defense is unbelievable for Doc Rivers and the Celtics.
It's got to be. Bosch fouled by Jermaine O'Neal.
Well, LeBron James is the power forward position for the Heat.
Miami would prefer to play small.
Yes, they would, because it's hard to match up with LeBron James at that forward position.
James deflects, picked up by Wade. West is on him. Approaching 6 to play in the 4th. LeBron to the rack. Muscling by Rondo. Sliding by Garnett. And Miami is on top by 1. Their first field goal in about 6 minutes.
This is exactly what Eric Spoelstra wants. You just want to hang around while you're on the road, because you have 2 guys that are going to put so much pressure on your defense in Wade and James.
Pierce with 21. Looked right into the eye of LeBron James and puts up a sweet fadeaway.
My friend, back-to-back threes for the Celtics to take the 3-point lead, and LeBron James answers the call.
LeBron's got 31. Pierce looking for a cutting Ray Allen. It sails out of bounds. 3-pointer. Pierce by James, by Bosch to the hole. He ties the game at 86. Paul Pierce with 20.
Watch the flare screen here, too, for Ray Allen. Pick the picker.
Jones and Allen. LeBron defending Paul Pierce. Pierce over LeBron. Overtime. Overtime at 86. The frustrated Pierce. And game 4 will go to an extra session.
This was supposed to be a brush screen with Ray Allen on Kevin Garnett's man, but it never happened. It was supposed to be a high screen and roll. Shot clock was running down. Paul had no choice but to go left. He wanted to go right to get
Wade. Rebound by Jeff Green. Dwayne Wade tonight, 7 of 17 with 23. That is a terrific play by LeBron James, defending Paul Pierce.
Now is LeBron getting the job done offensively, but look at defensively. Just really guesses and anticipates where Paul Pierce is going here. Guesses right, goes left, gets the offensive foul.
And James was charged up because of it.